right, my friend Mark Meadows is fighting back. He's suing Speaker Pelosi and the January 6th committee in Congress. Mark's the former White House Chief of Staff.
Tell me why you're tickling the tail the dragon and quitting for moral
Mark
reasons.
Meadows joins me now. You can get it on Amazon, one click.
Let's hear
Sell some books for you, too. Mark, look, I thought you were trying to accommodate, make a deal, arrive at some modus operandi, and then the January 6th committee just turns around and they want everything you have going well beyond. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at this story.
Well, you have to give it up if you want to keep your demographic, right? That's the game.
Well, that's exactly right, and that's why we filed the lawsuit.
Can't
Larry,
have you run as a lame duck, but even you watch the hit, and it's still like, well, let's look at your numbers, brother.
You know, I'm a
Probably he's still the best of the team that they got. He could take the shot, but what it does internally to the House is it rocks the foundation of somebody who's still on the master class while banging out Hillary Clinton's crew about just regular civilians and calling everybody Democrat, Republican, physicists, or chemists.
But then even as we're sharing that, we get a subpoena that comes out of the blue that is so broad in scope, a subpoena on my personal phone with my carrier, asking for such a wide breadth of information that you would have to do
well, by not doing
legislative
it.
calisthenics to figure out the legislative motive for it.
And
so we filed a lawsuit in the D.C. District Court. Hopefully, that's what courts are for. They can resolve this.
Time fraud, work fraud, case for unions on Starbucks and Sunbucks and all around the way
claiming
it should be
executive privilege. And there's all other, I'm not an attorney, but there's other precedent that would suggest that compelling the White House Chief of Staff to come before Congress is not a good road to go down. It would have a chilling effect on serving any president, particularly the president that you and I had the honor of serving.
Twitter boss, Square.
The Democrats are kind of dumb about this because...
Which gets us to this very interesting board, right? Like, there it is.
They're going to make the same arguments that you're making, which are really age-old arguments. I think what bothers me the most, though, is I remember you came on the show a couple of weeks ago, and you said that you were, trying to work with them. And they won't. It's so partisan. And that's just so typical. They're trying to roll us, conservatives, Republicans, you... on everything. They won't take no for an answer. They just keep going and going and going. And I guess my point, Mark, is I think the public is sick and tired of it. And that's why the progressives have become so unpopular.
Well, they have become unpopular, but there's also two other numbers that make them very unpopular, and you've talked about that right here on this show. One of them 6.8% inflation, and the other are three trillion reasons to save America and kill the bill. And when you start to look at all of this that's going on,
short of George Washington, of course, and some of the big ones in the case, they'd stand out like shadow problem. They're like, nobody's gonna be like. No, what the story is for the vehicle, the work, labor unions on the bottom line. Pretty simple to grab it, really. There's some ranges on index, and some people are out when you call parties. You'd say the number up here gave you some demographic to do it, and then they weighted on you. So if you're going to turn, because it's like the first one that does, but you got to watch out for shot in the head by Russia coming in with pulse wave weapons.
Send me the book so I can read it, and I expect a lovely inscription.
Here's where we said
my former chief, Mark Meadows, a lovely inscription. I love the V-shaped recovery.
You will get that. You will get that. All I have to do is just state the facts, and it'll be lovely on behalf of Larry Kudlow. Great to be with you.
If it's true, that's good, but this is where the farm is, how the posts work out for real.
We're behind you. Mark Meadows, folks. Go out and buy the book. The Chief's cheap.